My reasons of recording is to try and explain my experience either going through or after my, I guess, awakening. Only reason why I feel the reason to try to explain my thoughts and experience through my eyes is because, yo, I be doing some shit. I be doing something. Behind closed doors, it's still hard for me to believe, and then when I go out in public and do it, it's like, oh, you see it and shit too. Like, I be doing things in public. I don't know if people just looking at me and not looking at what I'm focusing on. And I just be out here, and before I be looking like, do y'all see this? Is this normal? How to explain is only is to try to navigate towards my awakening and explain what happened. And try to do a short introduction, and then next time when I can make another video about it. But when I first realized something was just like unbelievable, it started, I was with two acquaintances. We was driving somewhere, I think out to eat. I was in a good mood, and I was acting like as if I was gonna pull the sun, out the clouds, pull the clouds out so the sun could come out. So I was just as I was doing that, mimicking me pulling the clouds out. As I'm slowly opening it up, there you go, the sun started coming out. I said that was a coincidence, brush that off. But, whatever. But as I stared at the sun, there was somebody that was driving, and I was just staring at the sun. I'm like, is the sun bouncing back and forth? It's going back and forth. I'm looking at it. I don't know if it was the direction, how the truck was going on the road, but it couldn't be. Because usually the clouds be moving, the sun was moving back and forth. I'm looking over, I'm asking the driver, like, is the sun bouncing back and forth? She looking at it. She looking at it. I know she see that sucker moving back and forth, but she said no. So I'm like, am I tripping? Was that a coincidence? So, whatever. There's been a lot of experience that I just can't explain right after that. Well, one time I was standing out talking to somebody, and it was raining all around, over us. I'm like, this ain't weird to you? You literally hear rain all around. We standing under the porch, no roof. You hear rain. It's not raining over us. That's not weird. Now let's fast forward to another moment. Later on, as I make videos, I'll break it down. But we'll go to it later on. There's been moments where it's cloudy all around. This big ass circle just over me. Telling people, is that normal? Is that, they brush it off. It's like, okay, when I leave the area, that circle is following me. And it's get dark again. Okay. I know people seen it. I know people had to see it. I couldn't been tripping. Okay, so let's fast forward after that. As I don't know, if I was experiencing death, or I was just getting real sick. I think I had COVID, and there was a lot going on throughout that situation. Didn't eat. I was losing a lot of weight. And I've been experiencing so much throughout that moment. I don't know what it is. I will try to break it down later on, but as I started rebuilding and healing myself, it's like I gained a big connection to the sun. Every single time I'm in the house, I just I didn't care. And I started talking, I always communicating with myself, started talking to myself. It's like when I respond back, which I be thinking is my consciousness, it's always get bright outside, like as if the sun is communicating with me with the thoughts that I'm communicating back to myself. Always seeing that sunshine is what made me always keep moving. So it felt like I built a big connection with the sun. Now, me saying that, like I said, there'll be a lot that I will explain, but after going through all of that, I kid you not, I know the whole town seen it. I was in the town. Every time we get these clouds, these dark clouds be over the town. Like, why is it so dark? Why is it so creepy looking? It's like me and the sun always communicated with each other somehow and always knew how to guide the dark clouds and the sun. I don't know what it is I'm doing on my end. I'm able to make the sun get hot, get the clouds over. It's like we absorb something. I don't know how to explain it. But I kid you not that people in the town seen me do it. I've been out in the open, and it's like, cause it's hard for me to explain myself. It's like I think I'm fucking crazy, but I had to learn to dig deep into my mind and try to figure what the hell is going on. Am I losing my mind? Is people seeing this and just not saying it? Cause I know they see it. I know they seen it. They all seen it. Cause they've been scared of me. They was acting scared of me when I do things. It's like, what goes on that I don't see? Or they scare me because they actually seen that I'm doing something. Because if you see me in public and I'm in my zone communicating whatever elements of energy I'm communicating with, they could look at me and think I'm looking crazy until you looking at what it is I am looking at. You look a little longer and you start to question, like, is he really doing something? That's where I'm at. And it's like, do people be seeing me do shit and then act like I didn't see that? They see it and it's like, that's hard to explain. I can't explain it. It's like I'm doing it out in public. Nobody's not saying nothing. And I don't want to just walk up to people because I was in a town where I know everybody seen it. It's like I'm able to stop the clouds. Or it's hard to explain. There's more to it, especially when it comes to hearing how certain thoughts respond back to me, in which I learned to break it all down to an energy. Everything is energy to me. That's how I try to read things. There's more I'm trying to understand about me, but I'm always having conversations with myself, and it's like, yeah, I can make sense, but it's like, how the fuck can you tell these certain experiences to people without them looking crazy at you or not really listening? There's nobody out there that's really going to listen face to face, or they're going to keep trying to compare when it's like, no, I got to dig deeper. You got to understand it. I have to break it down, and I don't want to get you lost. It'll be a long conversation. So I figured, let me record it, because there'll be people that be going through the same situation, and they don't know how to explain it, but it's like, as I listen to card readers, it's like they keep saying things that a lot of people are resonating with. So maybe there's something that I'm going through that other people is going through too. Or could this be something that I'm going through alone? But do you see it? Am I tripping when I'm doing this? But this is just an introduction on, I think I'm going to call it Into My Thoughts Through My Eyes. I don't know, something corny like that. But other than showing you, because I don't be focusing on pulling out the phone to just record shit. That shit is whack to me. It's more of, is what I am doing really fucking happening? Do people already know about this or what? And it's like, what the fuck? I know when I be doing shit, it looks, I look crazy. I know when I be doing shit, I look crazy, but there's a method to it, and I'm trying to see it. And then when I'm doing it, are people paying attention to what the fuck I am looking at? But whatever awakening I'm going through, all this fucking spiritual shit. I'm not religious I'm not religious. But I guess I got thrown into this spiritual whatever's going on, and it took me to some situations, and going through all of that and getting the information I could get and really experiencing myself. I know I'm an empath, but it's like I've been experiencing a whole lot of unexplainable stuff that I'm gonna try to find a way to explain each time. All I could really sum up is that I'm at a reset in life. Still trying to figure everything out. Like, gotta do something. I gotta build from nothing to something. I have to experience all of this. Why do I gotta experience all of this? I know why. You can't. What I want to do in life is like nothing simple. Every single time I want to explain what it is I want to do in life, I want to help. I want to help to a greater scale. And I try to explain to people, oh, that's too much work, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what's the whole point? I could get rich, and then what? I got all this money, then fake people, that's boring. I could put my minds in situations and literally live it out and see how it's going to be. I don't care about making money. I want to help. But there's ways you gotta help. I don't want to help people and I never experienced it. I gotta be like, I've been through it too, as I'm moving up, but I don't want to move up alone. That's boring. I want to make people move up. I don't by any chance want to be the top of anything, but my whole goal is to help rise other people. So there's a way I gotta do it. I have to experience everything and learn how to make the right and know the right, wrong decisions to make. Gotta experience homelessness. How you gonna get yourself out of homelessness? Get your ass to it. Start figuring things out. But there's a certain way I gotta do things. I gotta follow my instincts. So that's what I'm doing. How do I feel about the homelessness situation? To be honest, I really don't care. I kid you not. After my awakening, I already went to the point where I really don't. Living, death, life, whatever, happen when it happens. So when you get to that point where you're not really afraid of death either, what are you gonna do? Just live on. I'm just living on. But it's some twist to it at this point that I need to try to break down into pieces.